An age-old Christmas rivalry was put to rest over the weekend. The Grinch and Santa Claus put aside their differences to make this year's Here Comes Santa Claus Day one of the friendliest yet. Elise Cox has the story.
A big crowd gathered outside waiting to see Santa Claus and his reindeer arrive, doing everything they could to stay warm. But little did they know someone else was about to make a surprise appearance.
Is everybody ready to help the RCMP and Santa Claus?
The Grinch, who's best known for stealing Christmas, rolled up in handcuffs after being caught by the RCMP and Santa Claus himself. And after apologizing for his Grinchy ways,
Mr. Grinch, do you promise to never steal Christmas in Whoville or Lloydminster again?
the border city gave him a second chance and took off his handcuffs so he could help us celebrate Here Comes Santa Claus Day. So now the Grinch has turned a few foes into fans.
What do you guys think about the Grinch?
Good. Yeah. I like the Grinch. Yeah.
They had the chance to flash a picture with the Grinch, but he wasn't popular enough to steal the spotlight from the big guy. Kids waited patiently in line to sit on Santa's lap and tell him what they absolutely needed this Christmas.
I asked for a longboard.
I asked for some Xbox games.
A Hot Wheels track. A fidget friend and a Furby. A long clock. I was a computer.
And it doesn't only get the kids going. Parents love to bring their children down to spend the day doing holiday activities.
Because we have two young boys that really enjoy Christmas, and so this is a good time for them to see them.
For the last 4 years with my grandchildren, we just love to come and they enjoy seeing everything that's going on.
Lots going on for the whole family to start enjoying the holidays. And the rivalry between Santa and the Grinch being put to end shows the true spirit of Christmas is alive in our city. Elise Cox, Newcap News.
It's hailed as the happiest place on earth. Disneyland is the place where dreams come true. And for one local family, they're one step closer to making that happen. A trip to Disneyland was won at this year's Here Comes Santa Claus Day. And that lucky family has received a fantastic early Christmas gift. Naramanisa has more.
Here Comes Santa Claus Day was an eventful day. It marked the arrival of Santa Claus to the border city, and even the mean old Grinch made an appearance. While there were plenty of activities to entertain both children and adults, there was one event that was top of mind for almost everybody there.
We are going to get away a trip to Disneyland!
That's Lloyd FM's Kurt Price pumping up the crowd as they eagerly awaited the chance to hear their name drawn to win the trip for four to the happiest place on earth.
Is Renata Waskowicz here?
It was like disbelief when they called my name. I just couldn't believe it. It's like so exciting. Like instant happiness.
Renata Waskowicz is a single mom to Ava and a student at Lakeland College. She is quick to attribute this good fortune to her daughter.
As I was writing my name, I made her kiss the name ballot just for luck, and I think it was all her that brought the luck to us.
The trip was all possible thanks to some charitable local businesses.
I like giving, I like to do lots for the community because the community supports us, and it's for the kids, and Christmas is all about the kids.
I know they're very, very excited about it, and yeah, they're going to enjoy it. It's great.
What are you looking forward to?
Swimming.
Swimming? What else?
Movie.
Seeing Mickey and Minnie and all the princesses and the castle.
The night's festivities ended with a 15-minute fireworks display, a fitting end to a dazzling day full of fun and excitement. Naramanisa, Newcap News.
In tonight's edition of Retrospect, this week from the archives, Brian Hardy brings us back to the first days of mandatory seatbelts in vehicles and the slap on the wrist lawbreakers received. And he gets local reaction to the ratification of the controversial Kyoto Accord.
It's early December 1989 and Alberta lays down the law on buckling up. Seatbelts in Alberta are law again as of today.
We'll put ours on.
But you don't wear them currently?
Not right now with no law.
Reaction on the streets of Lloydminster was generally favorable. Most weren't surprised the Court of Appeal ruled in favor of the legislation.
Well, I think the way our Constitution is, that someone has the right to challenge that, but I'm glad that it was overturned.
Oh, I'm just not used to it. I don't feel I need it.
Seatbelts are now law on both sides of the border city. The time to buckle up is now, remembering that the penalty for not wearing a seatbelt in Alberta is $25. Drew Harris, Broadcast Center News.
This week in 2002, the Kyoto Accord was ratified by the Chrétien government.
The ratification of the accord designed to cut greenhouse gas emissions was no surprise to many in the Midwest.
Certainly we need to do some things about climate change if it's substantiated in the science community. At this point it isn't. But they're forging ahead with Kyoto. It's all about legacy for the Prime Minister. And I'm just hopeful that now that he's got his legacy, he'll leave us the hell alone.
Even though the Kyoto Accord has been a hot topic for months, residents in Lloydminster had a mixed reaction to today's ratification.
We have to look after our environment, and I think you have to start somewhere.
They've approved something that they know nothing about. It is just for Chrétien's sake, not ours.
We're talking about the environment we all live in. If we're going to live here, for goodness sakes, let's not make it any worse than we already have in the last 100 years.
Nina Gill, NewsHour.
Join us next time when our troops head off to serve in the war against terrorism on Retrospect, this week from the archive.